Field at historic Camp Randall Stadium, where we are looking forward to a fantastic battle. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the Big 10, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Knights will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Anthony. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Van Dyke. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive. I think this guy has some of those traits too.
He's looking to throw it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try to sneak it.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
The Badgers are flying down the field. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Dropping back, it's Van Dyke. Fires to the tight end. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game. That's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The play action fake. They're working that left side. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Badgers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Let's go. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And they jump on top. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Hudson. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
Looking for space. It's Harvey. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Off the play fake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but they're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hudson. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll try the counter. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
The toss to the outside. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show, or listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
They make the stop, and that'll bring the 1st quarter to a close.
Wisconsin 7, UCF 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Got a man. It's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The Knights look to do some damage in the red zone. One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted.
The ball's free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Brown wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, wants to throw. He looks that one in nicely. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Man, how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the 1st down.
Yeah, and it helps, too, when you've got a running back like this guy. He just knows how to fall forward and get those hidden yards. Big weapon in this offense.
The give. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Van Dyke. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Complementary offensive football, finding just enough balance. And Wisconsin quarterbacks have always done a great job staying within their system.
Stay within the system, stay within yourself, know when to chuck the football. But more importantly, what do you got to do, Reese? You got to take care of the football. Play action, make those plays, but don't put the ball in harm's way.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He caught it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Badgers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Slams it ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And there's no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. The fair catch called for and made. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get it through the air. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, that's frustrating for a defense. You had him in third down. You had him in a predictable situation. Try to go capitalize on it. What does he do? Pulls that rabbit out of the hat, scrambles around, now puts him right inside the 5-yard line in scoring position. You got to bow your necks. You better get ready for the next play.
Powers forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Badger!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll call for the fair catch here. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start racing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Brown wants to pass. Got his man on the right. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On second down, just keeps firing. Caught, close to the marker, it's Johnson. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. He's going to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Pittman. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on first down. Caught near the sideline, it's Hudson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
Brown will throw it. Using the quick game. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Badgers will line up to kick off and start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The give to the left side. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hudson. Got room at the 35. Hit the gas. Kid wide open ahead. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
I love the play call because you're trying to get this guy the ball as fast as you can because his ability after the catch is sensational, and you saw it on that last play.